Hello lovely family, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another interesting video. In today's video we're going to learn how to make the corn peplum. In our previous video we did a corn peplum that we had to measure the waist circumference and divide, but this one is a sharp edged corn. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I upload videos every week on this channel and you don't want to miss any of those videos. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for joining me again on today's video. Without further ado, let's begin. So I already have my bodice pattern here, and this is just what we're going to modify to create the cone. It's going to be very straightforward and very easy to make, and it's going to be a very short video. So just pay attention. We already have the bodice pattern and you know the points already. This is our bust line and this is the waistline. The first thing you want to do is to decide the number of cones you want to make, because that will help you to know how many pieces you have to split your bodice into. Okay, so we're going to make 14 cones. Okay, so if you're making a full blouse, you don't need to cut the waistline of your pattern, but since this is for a gown and there's going to be a half length where you join the bottom to the top, to the upper part of the gown, we're just going to cut the half length. Okay, just cut from the waistline. Now once you've done that, you're going to measure from your waistline. You're going to measure the length of the waistline, that's a quarter of the waistline, and we have 12 inches. Because we're making 14 cones, we want 3 pieces of the cone on each side of our pattern. Okay, so if we have 3 on this other quarter and we'll have 3 on the other quarter, that will be 6 inches. Then we'll have 2 on the sides of the blouse. $12 inches. Okay, now this 12 inches I'm using is because I have not added my 1 inch I took off from the waistline. Okay, so if you have added this 1 inch for the darts on the side, you have to take it off before you measure and cut the spaces for your cone. So in that case, if I have added this 1 inch, I would have just used 11 inches, but since I've not added it to extend the waistline, I'll just work with my 12 inches. Okay, so this is 12. We're going to divide this 12 into 4 so that we can fit in 1, 2, 3 cones. So if you divide 12 into 4, that will be 3 inches. Now we're going to mark 3 inches like that and like that. So that's 3, 6, 9. Okay, point. So just going to extend the lines to the bottom. So for the front, we're cutting on fold here, so it's going to be continuous. Then for the back piece, we're adding our zipper allowance on that center front. Okay, another piece of pattern paper which we're going to use for the cone, you just measure the full length, which is 10.5. just measure from that point, you measure 10.5 downwards. Okay, then you're going to add 1 inch to that. That 1 inch will serve as your seam allowance. So it's going to be ½ inch seam allowance on the waistline and ½ inch seam allowance on the bottom. So which is a total of 11.5 inch length. Okay, now once you've measured that 11.5, then you're going to determine the width of your cone. Okay, that's the wideness of your cone. We're going to be working with 6.5 inches. Just modify it to suit your preference. You don't have to use 6.5. You can make it 6 or even more than 6.5. Depends on how full or wide you want it to be. Now, from this point, you're just going to mark it straight to that waistline. Okay. So because you don't want that edge looking very sharp, you just reduce it by 2 inches. Okay, so you just curve it back into your main cone and that's it. So that's what we have. From here now, we know we have our ½ inch seam allowance there. And that's what our cone looks like. You can go ahead and add another 1/2 inch on the side. Then you cut. Place this on our fabric, and we're going to cut 14 pieces on fabric and 14 pieces on lining. Then we're going to fuse our interfacing. When you fuse your interfacing, you just join the lining and the main fabric at the bottom using this seam allowance. So you join that, then you turn it the right way out. You need to add 1/2 inch seam allowance on the side. And this is the outcome after sewing round. So you just go on and trim out the excesses on the waistline. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Just trim out the excesses. So next you fold into two and you're going to sew it onto your bodice. Okay, so I've already prepared my bodice. All you need to do is after folding it, you pin the middle to the center front of your bodice. Then you're going to sew it. Okay, so just place it like that and you're going to sew around the waistline. Once you're done with that, you need to give it a good press. Okay, press it down nicely. Then it's going to fold. You can press and fold like that. Fold it following the pattern you want it to come out. Okay, just follow the pattern of how you want it to look. All the cones iron nicely, so that by the time you leave it, it will just fall in place nicely. Okay, so this is it. Give it a good press. Yeah, and this is what it looks like when you finish sewing your blouse or your dress. I hope the outcome is beautiful. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate your time. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. Turn on the notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up if it was interesting. Share it with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.